Okay, here we are. So, as you know, I like vehicles and equipment and engines and all that cool kind of stuff. This is actually a 1999 Honda Shadow Aero, AERO. Very low mileage bike, and it's in beautiful original condition. I ended up doing some horse trading for a few items I no longer needed for this beauty. And this bike ultimately is going to be a backup bike for the Harley, which is kind of the main squeeze. So that's going to be one project we'll be working on. Pretty much all this bike needs is a good cleaning and probably a fuel filter. It's had its PM done. The tires are a little old. The tread's okay, but they're a little old, so I'll probably put new tires on it. And it just needs to be ridden. It needs a deep clean. It needs to be ridden. This thing's been in storage a long time. It runs great now. The gas is good. And the exhaust, everything's original. I love it. We got our Insane Diesel filter relocation kit for the Gladiator. So this is the new oil filter, okay? And you just unscrew this little jobby here. And hang on. There we go. So there's your filter element right there, okay? And the connections, the hydraulic connections are on the bottom. That's the bracket. That's actually the new oil cap. So the oil return will go in through here. So this oil cap would replace the original one. And this is actually the filter cap. So inside of the filter housing, this will replace the plastic cap. And of course, it's a pressurized vessel. So oil out will come from here and then back into the crankcase there. And in series is the filter, the new filter. Also in series is going to be an oil cooler, and that's going to be the one thing we're adding to this whole setup. Anyway, it's very high quality stuff. You do retain your original filter, but what you get now is really a very high degree of filtration. These systems are built around very high performance trucks and powertrain applications. It might see severe duty, say quarries and dust and overland use and whatnot. So we're going to be installing that in the Gladiator. And we have some other projects. You know, we have the our old OM 617, no, 617 952. So that's a turbocharged Mercedes-Benz 5-cylinder. It's like a 80, I don't know, 83, 84. And, you know, I got that engine about 7 years ago for a potential future project. So we got to figure out what we're going to do with that. We might just put it on a stand and run it, you know what I mean? And have some fun. We have a steering stabilizer for the Matty Jeep here. And, you know, a few other things to kind of mess around with. I've kind of got the shop, as it were, set up here at the house. This is a 3-car, but the ceiling's not high enough for a lift, so that's going to be something in the future. But, you know, it's life, and shops come and go, and unfortunately here in this part of Arizona and Sedona, we have some, you know, properties are being bought up by corporations and individual people that are essentially consortiums for exorbitant amounts of money, and it's essentially destroyed the rental and lease market in favor of short-term rentals. That's a whole other conversation. Nonetheless, we worked around it. Most of the other equipment's in storage. I bring like the welders and cutters and some of the specialty tools here as needed. And yeah, so from beautiful Sedona, Arizona, thank you all for stopping by. Keep in touch.